morning, everybody. I'm Scott Spivey. I'm the Executive Director here at the Mississippi Home Corporation. I'm here to announce the availability of our Emergency Rental Assistance Program. The state of Mississippi received $200 million under this program funded by the Treasury. The statewide program will have a little bit over $186 million meant to provide rental assistance and utility assistance for people affected by COVID-19. Thank you for tuning in today with us. We're going to share the application portal and that is already open for people to apply for assistance. It can be used for rental assistance, rental arrears, as well as utilities and home energy costs, including electricity, gas, water and sewer, trash removal, and other energy costs such as fuel oil. Funding cannot be used for telephone, cable, or internet expenses. Eligible households can receive up to 15 months of assistance to make rent and utility payments. Funds will be paid directly to landlords and utility service providers. An eligible household is a renter household in which at least one or more individuals meets the following criteria. They have to qualify for unemployment or have experienced a reduction in household income, incurred significant costs, or experienced a financial hardship due to COVID-19, demonstrates a risk of experiencing homelessness or housing instability, and has a household income at or below 80% of the area median income. Eligible households that include an individual who's been unemployed for the 90 days prior to application for assistance, and households with income at or below 50% of the area median income will be prioritized for assistance. Eligible households who receive rental assistance through RAMP are not allowed to receive assistance through any other federally funded rental assistance program. It requires the tenant and the landlord work together. Tenants can begin their own application, or landlords can start applications on behalf of their tenants. The tenants will still have to apply, provide some additional information to complete the application. I'm going to turn it over to Rivers Orman, our communications director here, and she's going to answer some questions about eligibility and how to apply, and then I'll answer any questions.
Hi, everyone. So to apply for this program, you will need to go to www.msramp.com. Behind me, you will see what the web page looks like. As you can see to the left, you will see the RAMP ERA program. The blue Apply Here button is where you will click to start the application. Below both of these buttons, you will see a detailed list explaining what the eligibility you will need to apply is. In the top right-hand corner, you will see an ERA drop-down list. There you can find a list of required documents. Both tenants and landlords have different required documents. You will also see an eligible income list. If you click that list, it will take you to a map that is the entire state of Mississippi. Find your county, hover over the county, and it will tell you the number of people who live on your household on the left and the income that you must be below to be eligible to apply on the right. You also will see an FAQ list that will answer several questions that you may have about the program. A call center has been set up to handle calls regarding general information about the program. That number to speak to a representative or to ask questions is 601-533-8401 local, or 1-888-725-0063 toll free. It's important to note that Harrison County has received their own funds for rental assistance. If you are a resident of Harrison County and wish to apply, please call the Open Doors Homeless Coalition at 228-604-8011. If you do not have access to the internet and you need help filling out your application, please call the call center and a representative will assist you. Counseling agencies have also been set up to assist with application and various other entities. We'd like to thank everyone again, and we would also like to thank Governor Reeves for directing this money to us. MHC is eager to lend a helping hand during this time. We understand that both landlords and tenants have been tried during this pandemic, and we want to help as many people as possible with this money. If you all have any questions, Scott will take them at this time.
It doesn't look like we have any questions today, but before we break, I would like to thank the staff here at the Mississippi Home Corporation that's been working diligently to build and design this program. according to the guidance that's been released by the Treasury. It's been a all hands to the pump effort here. We're excited to finally get started and start providing this assistance to the Mississippians who so desperately need it. Thank you very much.
I got a quick question.
Sure.
Just talking about how important it is to be able to offer this type of relief to those who need it most right now.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right. And there's a lot of people, and there's been a lot of stop-start as far as being able to provide rental assistance to folks. It's a lot of money that's been made available. $186 million in a state like Mississippi is a large amount. We know the pandemic has really revealed the tenuous situation that a lot of renters find themselves in, right? That relationship has been strained to the point of breaking between tenant and landlord over the past 12 months, especially as people lost their jobs, became underemployed, lost hours, had to stay home, and sometimes childcare that is usually provided through schooling had to be provided by parents who couldn't go to jobs. It's going to be very important to get this money out as quickly as possible, and we need everybody who thinks that they're eligible, income eligible, to apply. And this is really going to ease some of the effects of the pandemic by being able to pay past rent and past utilities for a total of 15 months and really set people up to succeed and begin the recovery process.
And just talking about, so how will it work? Someone apply? You all just administer a check to them? Like how does it work with them getting everything?
So they'll apply and we'll underwrite on the back end and make sure that all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, that all the qualifications for the program are met. Landlords will be paid on behalf of tenants. And so we'll enter into agreement with the landlord that they will say, yes, I agree to accept these funds on behalf of the tenant. And that's one of the things that the legislation requires both the tenant and the landlord participate. Landlords can begin an application, but tenants also have to complete some of their own information and acknowledge that their landlord is being paid on their behalf.
And this will be paid for the months in the past or months going forward?
We can go as far back as March of 2020, the beginning of the pandemic. And then, so that's the furthest point we can go back, but from wherever the starting point is, what we're going to call the hardship, right? When they lost employment or costs, started to go up. From there, 15 months. So right now, if you say, okay, somebody lost their job at the very beginning of the pandemic, that's, through March, this month, and then we can pay April, May, and June.
Okay, and that's to pay any outstanding balances they have, like on their rent, utilities?
As long as it only goes back to the 20th, or March 2020.
Okay, and just talking about where are these federal dollars?
They are federal dollars. It's a Treasury Department program. It's being run in all 50 states. Localities were eligible to apply as long as they had over 200,000 residents. Hinds County and Harrison County applied for their own funds, and I think they each got about $7 million apiece. That's why Harrison County already has their program up and running, like Rivers was talking about, and Hinds County is working on building their program as well.
Okay, and this is really for everyone throughout the entire state of Mississippi?
Throughout all 82 counties, as long as you make 80% or less of the area median income, which is another piece of the legislation, and you are a renter, you can apply.
And just my last question, if people apply, how soon can they start to receive these funds?
We don't know yet. We're hoping within 30 to 60 days, landlord agreements are signed. That's the other important thing is for landlords to know that if they're starting to think about evicting as the moratoriums on evictions from the CDC start to end, they really need to apply on behalf of their tenants who they think qualify, because we don't want people to be housing unstable.
All right, well, thank you.